Hello and welcome back to Toronto FC in MLS. This is Red Redemption. My name's John, and this is our end of season report for the team for the 2019 season. Finished fourth in MLS in the Supporters Shield. We lost the MLS Cup final in the last episode, so sadly. But I was pretty happy with the season, I think, how it ended up. I didn't think we'd get very far in the playoffs. I was kind of like, I'm going to have to rebuild this squad. I'm not sure how it's going to go. But we did pretty well. And Josie Altidore, he won I think he got the MVP in MLS, but he gives 23 goals for Josie, setting a new all-time team record for goals. And he had a great season, but he's on his way out. Michael Bradley's on his way out. Nicholas Beneze's loan is coming to an end soon. We're just about the end of the year now. I've made some moves in the transfer window so far just to kind of get some young players in, ship some guys out, handle some contracts. I was just going to think about going through some of these stats for the season. So our best player for goals to shot attempts is Josie, of course, with 13%. Worst is Schaffelberg, but he should improve over time. He's a young kid. He is 20 years old, Canadian kid. So he's going to end up being kind of a rotational player, I think, for us, unless we sell him on. He's worth about $1 million right now, which is okay. But he's recovering from a damaged cruciate ligament, which could seriously derail his career. So we'll see how he recovers from that. Shots on target to attempted shots. Best was Beneze with 53%. Overall, the team's 47%. Michael Bradley was the worst, 1 in 10 shots on target. Penalties, Josie. We didn't have that many penalties over the whole season, but Josie leads that. Minutes since their last goal, Josie's pretty prolific. Pozuelo struggled towards the end of the season to score, so he's gone a few games without scoring. Overall, 80% passes succeeded versus attempted, which is good. Pass percentage. 1% mistakes leading to goals to overall for the team, which was really good. Aerial challenges won. 59% is okay. Maybe we can improve that. I think Gonzalez is really our only good defender in the air. Crosses succeeded 18% of crosses, so that could improve too. Discipline-wise, tackles 88%, which is pretty good. Fouls made per game, 483 per 42 games. Michael Bradley he was fouling a lot. I guess he's on his way out, so that's going to change. I'm going to have to find a defensive midfielder to fill that void that Bradley is leaving by leaving us at the end of the year here. He's going to China. Josie is also going as well, and I'll go over the transfers that have happened pretty soon here for you. But go through the rest of this. Yellow cards, Michael Bradley got the most, I think. Red cards, Bradley again. Goalkeeper was pretty much Alex Bono for the whole season. I was happy with him. We've got a new backup to fill in. Caleb Patterson is gone. I sold him, so I filled that role as well in the team. So how about we go check out some of the transfers that's already happened here. All right, so coming in, as you know, Rafael Ter and Patrick Bray, our two Brazilian defenders, are coming into the squad. They joined mid-season, but we were replacing Michael Bradley with Valon Berami from Celtic. He's a little older, 34, but his attributes are very good for that type of role that I wanted to play, that ball-winning midfielder for Michael Bradley. He's going to be a physical player too, aggressive player. So maybe our fouls won't go down, but he should fit in, I think, Valon Berami. I'm hoping he does well. He's a little bit older. He's going to be on a deal, I think it's a 1 year. Or is that his Celtic contract? Transfer status. Let's see. Transfer date here. Can we see the offer? How do you see the offer? I don't know. But he's coming in for 1 or 2 years, I think. Didn't cost us much. He's a lot less expensive than Michael Bradley, but I think overall, skill-wise, should be pretty good. And we've got another attacker coming in, Lucas, the American, coming from Aimore, which is in Brazil. 18-year-old American. Looks like a good prospect for the future. I'm hoping to kind of fill out some of our youth a little bit more in the reserve team, bring in some younger guys. So he should help there. But so far, I've only got Valentin Barami coming in. Josie's heading out too, so I got to get a new striker as well. It's going to score goals. So on the way out, Eric Klonovsky, he's a goalkeeper, Canadian goalkeeper from TFC 2. He's going to FC Edmonton in the CPL. Patrick Bunk Anderson, Danish defender. Didn't really see a future in him, so he's heading to Vejle, which I believe that's in Denmark. First Division Denmark. And then Michael Bradley heading to Guangzhou Evergrande in the Chinese Super League. So he will probably cash his paychecks there for the rest of his career. You were a good servant and a good captain, Michael, but I'm not going to pay you exorbitant wages to stick around, and I don't think he wants to either. So, and then Jay Chapman is heading to Mexico, I believe, Cafetaleros in Ascenso, Second Division Mexico. So he is leaving too. It's kind of sad to see Canadians go because we need them for the Canadian Championship, so we're going to have to add some Canadians to the squad for that. And then Josie signed for PAOK in Greece, the Super League. So he is heading out too. He leaves in about a day and a half, maybe. So we'll see you later, Josie, our top goal scorer. We're going to have to fill his big boots in the coming season. So this should be an interesting transfer window. I'm going to be digging around for different players. I don't think I've got anyone on the horizon just yet for a striker. Maybe we can take a quick look here and see what our scouts say. Flip that around. I tried to bring in Mady Leres, and I tried to sign him too early, so now I need to try and re-sign him again because he accepted the deal and everything, but I just kicked it off too early, and the registration rules with MLS are still valid for the previous season, so I have to kind of wait until January 1st, I think, to try this again. But I would love to get him in, French striker. He's kind of better on the wing, though, so if we bring him in, we may still need to get another target man style striker up top. We do have Ayo Akinola as a 19-year-old. He has very good potential, so maybe we can use him. He is also better on the wing, though. And then we also have Nathan Patton, who I just signed. Decent potential as a Canadian, only 17 though, so it might not happen this season for him. Beyond that, we don't have anybody really that can play up top. Also, we brought in Maynor Figueroa in a trade, I believe. Was it a trade with Houston? What's his history? Yeah, it was a trade. I can't remember what we traded. I think it was draft picks and some allocation money and stuff. So we got Maynard Figueroa, older gentleman, but could still do a backup role as a left back or a center back. So that should be good for our balance, at least. Have a backup there. I don't think there's anything else. There's Burt Reynolds, poacher. American poacher. He's got decent potential as well, so maybe we'll get him in the game unless we decide to loan him. But that's what we have at the moment. So I may do some deals and go forward into the new year and see if we can kickstart that transfer again for the French fellow. And we'll come back. All right, so we've got Gallardo signing a new deal here. He's signed till 2022 on $500K a week, roughly. Squad player, so he's sticking around for a bit. So I'm happy Gallardo has signed with us now. Bitter news here. Thierry Henry has been hired as the Montreal Impact coach. So starting to reflect real life here. He has joined the Impact. He's my new nemesis in Montreal, Thierry. We'll see if he can beat us, Thierry. We will beat you. I guarantee it. All right, we've got our youth intake now, too. Top prospect is Igor Ivanchich, 16-year-old. Mazzala. He looks okay. I don't know what his potential looks like here. Not pretty good potential. But he's only 16, so he's going to go into the academy. We've also got Ivan Vujic. All of these Canadian players, defensive midfielder. Simon Little as well. This is Ivan Vujic. Looks pretty decent. Ball-winning midfielder. Simon Little, 16-year-old left back. We'll see how he turns out. They've all got pretty good potential. Their stats are low right now, but I wonder how they develop. Gregors Pasternak, 17-year-old left winger. Looks like pace is not so good. Decent stamina. Acceleration's good. So we'll see about him. And then Christian Yakirovic. I don't think his potential's up there. No. So he may not last in that role. But a few decent players. Three decent players at least. Pasternak, it looks okay as well. That's cool. It's youth intake. So we've got some stuff going on with the guys that are on my short list at the moment. So I'm going to keep looking. I'm looking for our striker. I started that transfer again with, what's his name? Mehdi Leris from Sampdoria. So we're see if we can kickstart that deal again. Get him into the squad. He's going to be a DP. And he's going to be one of the highest paid players on the team. So I'm looking for him to make a big difference for us this season. We've got our man, it looks like. Mehdi Leris has agreed a deal to join us. He looks like he's healthy. Kievo are owed 3% of the transfer fee. So I'm assuming that's coming out of Sampdoria's side. 4.9 million is going to be deducted from our transfer budget of 11 million, so that's almost half. But I'm happy. This guy's going to be one of our best players in the squad. So Mehdi Leris, welcome to TFC. He's in. All right. Very happy with that. That's good. Got our first big. All right, so Nicolas Benazet has gone back to Guingamp in France now. We're on January 6th. So the question is, should I try and sign him again? Should I sign him on loan? He's going to count towards our international slots, which tons of teams have offered to buy our international slots off, but I'm a little bit skeptical to do so because we've got two Brazilians coming in. We've got Beirami coming in, who is from Switzerland, I believe. And Laris is coming in, and he's French. So I think I need those. Benazet is another one, another French player. I mean, maybe continuity-wise would be good to re-sign him. I don't know if we should spend the money on him. $1 million a year salary. I don't know, really. Very interested in loan. Very interested in a senior contract transfer. Montpellier want to sign him. Should we spend money on him? When's his contract up? That is the question. June 30th is his contract expiration date, which is not the beginning of our season. That is a question. I'm going to add him to the short list, I think. And I'll keep a lookout for somebody in that attacking midfielder role because we need to fill that slot in our squad here. The new guys are mostly coming in January right now, so we don't really have the new players in the squad that we just signed yet. So I don't know. There should be more wheeling and dealing happening pretty soon, I think. All right, so we've offered a few players new contracts here. Young Rocco Romeo, Canadian 19-year-old. He looks like a decent player, decent potential as well. He's at TFC 2 right now. Noble Okello, the defensive midfielder, also decent potential. Best played as a segundo volante, a role I have not used yet, so that's interesting. He's another guy for the future. And I think, Jaden Nelson, another one here, Canadian 17-year-old, left winger, good potential for this guy, but he's a little bit off the squad. Just maybe next season he'll come in, but another good signing for the future, so I'm happy. The kids are got a bit of trade business here. Minnesota United are interested in a trade with us for the 7th pick in the first round of the draft and the 12th pick in the first round. They're offering $525 from their general allocation money plus first round pick from 2021 and Colorado's first round pick in 2021. So they want us to accept or reject in a week. So if you look at Minnesota, they're kind of an improving team. And they finished 6th in the Western Conference. And Colorado finished 1st in the West. Or no, never mind. It's not how they finished, but if you look at their previous season, they were 6th in the Supporters' Shield last year. Colorado was lower down. They were 18th. So not a great season for Colorado. So their pick would be better than Minnesota's first round pick based on their seeding, right? So they want our 7th and 12th. Where can we see our draft picks? Draft allocations. 2020, we've got Chicago's 7th round pick and LA's 12th pick. And then our own, right? We've got the 25th pick. So right now we've got 3 picks in the first round. I could swap those for a bit of money and a couple of first round picks next year. And I think that's a good deal because we've got a lot of kids coming through. 525. Let's look at the offer. It's not a bad deal. And Colorado's pick might be worth it a little bit if they continue to kind of flounder. I'm not sure how their squad looks at the moment, but it's a gamble, right? You don't know how well these guys are going to do in the following season. So I'm inclined to accept this, I think. So I'm going to make a deal. 2 first-round picks this year for 2 first-round picks next year, plus some allocation money for this season that we can use, so I'll take that. The trade has gone through. We'll accept that. And there we go. A bit of wheeling and dealing going on. Loading. I just want to see it happen here. Trade complete. I don't know if anyone's really going to care about that in the media or in the front office for us, but I think I'm okay with that deal. So we'll continue on. All right, some more contracts. Jonathan Osorio renewed till 2022, so he's in for a little while. We don't know if anyone else has accepted a deal. Lucas Singh wants a chat. He's not happy with his playing time. Interesting, considering you were on loan for the entire season. I am going to ask Maynor Figueroa to talk to him. Yes. And he drops. So that, why does that happen? Like, the guy literally just came back from loan, and he's complaining about not getting played, and it's the off season. So, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Anyways. Okay, so Mavinga is getting more influence. I've got good respect from the players. Look at that. Excelente. Um, he's a good player. He's improved. So that's good. Jonathan Osorio. And yeah, so we'll continue on. We're looking for deals. We're in the bargain bin at the grocery store right now for a little bit of news here. Beijing Guan, they're offering LAFC 18 million for Carlos Vela. So that would be a big hit to LAFC if he goes. It looks like it's going to happen. So keep an eye. All right, we're bringing in a new fitness coach here, Mexican Hugo Parra. 15 fitness for him, so he looks like he'll fit in. Just offered him. I'm just looking at the coaching staff here. We made that fitness coach offer, but I was looking at our training categories here. When you look at the coaches, attacking technical is quite low. So I'm debating whether or not to get a new coach to try and improve that category. And that's like, we were struggling to score goals at the end of the season. And I feel like if I build that up a little bit more, then that might help us down the stretch. So we're looking at these guys. Fred is good, 13-13 on that category. We're looking at attacking and technical, but the guy who's actually training it is Martin Aguirre, who's definitely a defensive coach, not attacking. I don't know why he's on that category even, but we'll have to look around. 12-12 for Alejandro Makianic. These guys are just the general coaches. Jesus Ramirez, 10-11, but he's better mental coach, so he might stick around. Dan Kalichman, 12-7, not so good on the technical side. Good at working with youngsters. See, like, fairly well-balanced coaches we've got, but I just want to improve. I feel like Fred is the guy that might have to go. He's not really good at anything but except for attacking and technical. Aguirre is definitely our best defensive coach. Makianic, he's fairly middle of the road. Ramirez, good mental coach. He should stick around. Kalichman, middle of the road. So it's between Kalichman, Makianic, and Fred. And I think it might be Fred that's going to go. If I can find a coach that's got better attacking and technicals, and maybe we can swap around some of the categories. Where is it? Training, coaches. Who's doing what? We've got Aguirre here. He should be defending. We've got Makianic and myself. Aguirre's in tactical defense. He should be here. And we've got possession. We've got Jason Bent. Beer Bomb's our fitness coach. Kalichman's a quickness coach for some reason. Goalkeeping, Rafa Gonzalez, John Conway. Attacking technical, we've got Fred and myself and Aguirre. Yeah, it's not great for the attacking side of things. But why are we... Kalichman's doing quickness. It should be attacking technical. Or technical, here. Maybe that'll improve the category a little bit. Makianic, defending. I want Martin off this and him in. Yeah, that helps for Martin Aguirre. Maybe technical might be better, but no, we're more well balanced with this, with the star ratings. Fred should be on technical. Who else can we put in for tactical attacking? Anyone else? Also, you don't really want people coaching more than 2 categories, I think. Just double checking myself. I'm all over the place, but everyone else. Beer Bomb's doing well in his fitness coaching. It's just that category there for attacking tactical. Ramirez doesn't really help. Kalichman doesn't really help. Kalichman might be the guy to go because we're hiring a fitness coach and we'll have to get rid of somebody. I want a coach with better attacking statistics because we're just looking at Davey Arnaud. He's 11-11, so not really the guy. But that's something to. Right, we got our friendlies list here. So we've got Atlanta United, San Jose, Salt Lake, Vancouver, TFC2, San Jose again on TV at home. Oh, it's our first game of the season. So let's look at the sked. This is our sked for the season. We don't have a Canadian Championship dates yet, but we've got, is this February? Yeah. February 5th, 8th, 15th, 19th, 22nd, 29th. Pretty good for February. I don't think we need to book any more friendlies. That should get us through. Play TFC2 in the last friendly of the season away, which is at the BMO training ground, I think. But we're away a lot of this. So yeah, we now have our. There's that offer for Carlos Vela. Going to China, it looks like. So another one bites the dust in the MLS. Still looking for that attacking midfielder. Maybe I'll go with Benazet and just because our finances look really good at the moment for the payroll. We're only spending 15, but that could change once the new players come in February when their contracts begin. So I'll have to keep an eye on that before I try to sign anyone on for that role in an attacking midfield, like a DP or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how many deep. All right, the MLS Combine is today. This is just the prospects going through the paces. Speed test, we've got Colin Wharton's our fastest player, striker, 21-year-old from Reading United. Agility, Josh Kindle, goalkeeper from TSS FC, which I believe is a League 2. I think they're a Canadian team, TSS FC, I believe. It says USA, but I feel like they're a Canadian team. They might be in around Vancouver somewhere. And a jumping test, Nick Taylor, center back from Cincinnati Dutch Lions, 21-year-old Nick Taylor. I think we've scouted him. Yeah, he's a decent player. I don't know if we've scouted all of these guys. Yeah, he's okay. Colin Wharton, good potential for Colin Wharton. I wonder if we can get our hands on him. He'd be a nice addition, I think. But there you go. Oh, look at this. Team Tango, Team X, Team Nemesis, and Team Predator. So these are the MLS Draft Combine matches. That's kind of interesting. Never really seen anything like that. I got to update this MLS logo, it looks like, but very cool. I didn't even know that happened in real life. Who knew? Well, Hugo Para is our new fitness coach, so he will sign now. So coach is getting coaching licenses. Jason Bent, he has got his Continental A license now, so I don't know how much this stuff really affects the quality of the coaching staff, but good to see people